Just gotta back off really quickly. And they're pretty much worthless. Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Star Wars Dark Forces. The Force Engine. So yeah, apparently there was a lift here that I didn't even notice. Oops. Hey, what do you know? There's a switch right here that opens the doors. I am blind. As a freaking bat. Somehow I managed to not notice that. Somehow. I mean, I can't imagine how. It's not like I ever do stupid things like that. Can you imagine if I hadn't killed those guys already? I guess the whole idea of that is that they were supposed to be waiting for you on the way out. Too bad for them, huh? I took care of them ahead of time. It seems this game doesn't so much do teleporting ins. Or, you know, anything like that. Also, what it does do, however, is slippery surfaces, I swear to you. It feels like I'm walking on ice. Half the time. Right when you're near a ledge, it's like it turns into ice. Ice, ice, baby. Bam, 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 bam. You know what I mean. Oh, here we go. Shit. You see what I mean? It just demonstrated it again. I swear to you, I do not do this on purpose, but it makes it so freaking easy to fall to your death. It's like it's made out of ice. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that. But it's usually not as big of an issue on levels that don't have death pits every 2 steps. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going here. Alright, I'm supposed to be going that way. Probably, I think so. Nope. Clearly not. Funny thing is, I was on the right track. Bro. Dick. Okay, I think I was supposed to go this way. Nope, not that way. I'm getting lost again. And I literally just found my way. I guess that's not good enough. I must be lost for all eternity now. Oh, it's right here. My bad. I keep not noticing little things like that. And then it just, bones me, if you know what I mean. Right, that's why this seemingly was a dead end. That's just there for your ship. That's just there for your ship to pass through, that's all. It's fine, it's fine. It's not like I'm getting salty or anything. Yeah, mission complete. Continue to next mission, sure. Now that's a jam. This metal you found is called frick, a rare material that they must be using for armoring the Dark Troopers. I tracked the known sources of frick and came across a selection of small moons in the Gromas system. It's probably not a coincidence that the Empire has a mining facility in that very system. We need to take out the facility to slow down the Dark Trooper project and give us an edge over the Empire. At the main reactor, there is an exchange coupling that leads at the central power grid. Place a sequencer charge in the coupling, and it will cause the facility to explode. Once the charge is laid, waste no time getting out of there. Locate the reactor and set the sequencer charge. Get back to the ship. We're gonna blow something up. I can't wait. This should be fun. I think maybe it was set that way deliberately, because for some reason it doesn't feel like this is made out of ice. And maybe it was because of that planet. Maybe it was like a frozen planet. I honestly can't tell. I do recognize this, though. I think maybe I played this level in Dark Forces before. Possibly. Or it's possible that it could have been a recreation in Duke Forces. Either way. This level design definitely feels familiar. And it's funny because other people have pointed out that the Jedi engine, which I think this is built on, well, the main game itself, not the source port, that it's very similar to the build engine. It's got a lot of quirks that are like the build engine. Like the fact that it can have rooms over rooms because of the fact that it probably uses portals to render. I know that's how the build engine works. It's why Duke 3D has rooms over rooms. But that is besides the point. This planet honestly looks more like Mars, even though it's a moon. Maybe I'll find a portal into hell here. Don't those silly people know better than to do mining operations and other operations on Mars? It's always trouble. Without exception. Man, that is so cool. That's how rapid fire this is. But at the same time, it doesn't feel uncontrollable either. It's almost like the machine gun on Wolfenstein 3D. Okay. Like that second weapon you get. The midway point between the pistol and the chain gun. It's rapid fire, but at the same time you feel in control of yourself. Unless you need to take on a large crowd, there's really no reason not to use it. Or you're taking on a boss, I guess. Not so good against bosses. Presumably. You want the chain gun for that. Hello, friend. Don't mind me. I'm just kicking your ass. Oh, this is lovely. Yeah, I think I remember. This might have been where I rage quitted the original. Uh-oh. Because it didn't really let you quick save, so if you died, or if you just didn't have enough time, you wouldn't be able to go through all of it. But thanks to this, I get to save scum all I want with my scrubby-ass self. Hooray! See, look at that. This is what I'm talking about. Rooms over rooms. You can't see them both at the same time, so it allows them to get away with it. Although this is also advanced over the build engine in some ways, like having proper 3D models. Although it seems like it mostly used that in order to do the ship and certain other select things. I don't think all the environment uses polygons. I think most of it just uses the same tricks as Duke 3D. So maybe in a way it's more like Duke Nukem 64. Like, it had some very select circumstances with 3D models, especially the explosions and the Cycloid Emperor. But for the most part, it still used the build engine trickery. Actually, I think it used polygons to the environment, technically. But the point is, it still used the build engine trickery to do all of its stuff with. I think it might have just been using the build engine and somehow translating it into polygons in real time, because the N64 hardware used polygons, triangles specifically, not whatever the build engine was making. Although you probably could have software rendered it. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but you know, you probably could. It'd probably turn out like Quake, no, not Quake. Doom on the Sega Saturn. Quake was actually decent on the Sega Saturn because it was actually allowed to use the hardware. Can you imagine trying to do Quake on software rendering on the Saturn? You thought Doom chugged on it. Doing 3D models on top of that? Forget about it. Probably why Carmack relented and said, okay, fine, you can use the hardware, you can use the GPU, I guess. I swear, I think Carmack's biggest flaw, at least when he was doing game design for id Software, is that he seems a little too obsessed with graphics. Now granted, his engines are very high fidelity, I will give him that. For his time, he made some of the best engines out there. But the thing is, they were mostly good as tech demos, I hate to say it. The games that he made personally with them, they seemed like more of fun tech demos, lengthy fun tech demos, than legitimate games for the most part. Obviously Doom is great and everything before that is pretty solid, but Quake had a pretty troubled development and pretty much everything after that was without Romero, or it feels like some of the creativity died, you know? Because Quake 2 especially, it just felt more generic. Not to say it isn't fun and doesn't have good design, just that it was generic, you know? Oh, wait a minute. I'm guessing I'm supposed to go in there. Crap, I think this is where you're supposed to face the Dark Trooper for the first time. I don't remember exactly, though. So you'll have to understand if my memory has failed me. Yeah, I think you have to fight the Dark Trooper and then you can do your goal. You fight one of them. Then obviously it's like a mini boss introduction. Sort of like the Barons of Hell from E1M8 for Doom. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I think Carmack was a little too focused on graphics. In fact, the funny thing is, if it wasn't for Romero, at least from what I heard, Romero is actually the reason why Doom is as expansive as it is. Because apparently Carmack just wanted simple, concrete buildings with very 90-degree turns. Imagine if Romero wasn't there. We would have had basically Wolfenstein 3D with prettier graphics. At least that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like it would have been a concrete building with 90-degree turns. So basically Wolfenstein 3D with a flashier engine on top of it. But Romero was defiant. He actually made the large computer room near the end of E1M2 and said, "Here, make this run good." He actually challenged Carmack. And I think that... okay. Crushed. Yeah, I think that's one reason why I rage quitted. You see, when you can't quick save, things like that just become that much more of an annoyance. Granted, you could argue, well, you should have seen it coming, but sometimes hindsight is 20/20, and sometimes you don't see it coming until you're dead. And if you don't have the ability to quick save, then you have to do the entire level all over again just because you fell prey to a death trap. I don't think that kind of time wasting is good for gameplay. Then again, that's just me. You can feel free to disagree with me. I just don't think it's good gameplay to force the player to retread that much, you know? I can totally understand having to retread a little. I'm not gonna say have there be no penalties for death whatsoever, but maybe be reasonable about it. There is moderation. Like, even classic shooters on PC, for the most part, like Doom and Wolfenstein, they had the ability to save anytime you wanted to. And more modern games use checkpoints, so they're more rigid, but they still do have the ability. Well, a lot of modern games anyway. There's some games like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom that still do have manual saving. Actually, it's more manual anytime you want than previous Zelda games, except for Breath of the Wild. I think Breath of the Wild basically introduced that and then it expanded upon it, but you know what I mean. It was actually more open about that. Hey, what are you doing? I will admit, I do like the fact that the Majora's Mask 3DS remake made it so that owls could permanently save. It's only a shame they didn't make it so that... Okay, I think I'm screwing up this. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I like that the 3DS remake of Majora's Mask made owls a permanent save. I just wish they made the Song of Time a permanent save. It's like, you don't have to have one or the other, you could just do both. That way, if someone doesn't like the statues, they don't even have to use them. They could just use the Song of Time whenever they want to save, just like the original. But it's still there for people who want to use it, and I would definitely use it. When I live streamed Majora's Mask, I definitely used it every waking moment. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't like the option for people who don't want to use them to have the Song of Time also do it. Not to mention, it's just a waste of time. Oh boy. Oh boy, that was a big mistake on my part. Not seeing that. Anyway, the Dark Trooper I think is down here. Might be. Well, there's the thermal thing. I should probably make sure I clear out the area first. Also, is that a shine on the metal? Like, it's a simulated shine. It's hard to tell. It's a little finicky. It's obviously not like a real good shine there. But it does sort of look like it's shinier than everything around it. Like the more rusted sections. This area right here that looks grayer, looks more pristine with metal, it looks shinier. It's reacting more to the light. That's impressive if that was in the original. I don't remember. Then again, there were a lot of effects that were potentially impressive back during this time. Like Doom. Apparently the Spectres, they actually refract things behind them, but because by default they blacken everything, it makes it impossible to tell, which is kind of a shame. I would have loved to have a Predator-looking water effect. That would have blown people's minds in 1993, at least I think so. Obviously, it's not so impressive anymore. Okay, I guess I gotta get the hell out of here, don't I? Ah, here we go. Oh, it's just a robot. I thought it was a Dark Trooper. Oh boy. I was looking for a... okay, thermal detonator. It's on 4 for some reason.
Jed, you better get me out of here. I think I just finished off a Dark Trooper. I'll find out if there are any more around.
Okay, Kyle. Sounds good to
So a robot? The Dark Troopers are robots? Okay, good to know. Where the hell do I go then? I don't know where to go. Am I supposed to press this? Nope, apparently not. So, how do I get out of here? I mean, I'm assuming the Dark Trooper had to have been defeated to unlock the exit, or something to do with the exit. But I don't see anything. Obviously, I can't take the elevator out of here. This could be a problem. Just a slight problem. Yeah, maybe I screwed it up for myself. Who knows? Okay, obviously that's not the solution. There's not a timer, at least, thankfully. Oh, wait. See what I mean by I'm blind?
There he is.
Told you I was blind. You didn't believe me. Oh, okay, I see. I do love the Star Trek music, though. What am I saying? That was a fraudulent slip right there. I'm so sorry. My brain is mush. Star Wars music. I do love the Star Wars music. What was I saying? It doesn't sound anything like Star Trek music. Why was I thinking that? Weird. Ah, crap. What's going on? Pull it again. Take this. Excellent. Uh-oh. This ain't good. What the hell? Buggy. For frick's sake. Can't get a good lock on it, man. Ah, frick. Son of a bitch. Come on. How do you open that one? Do you use this same switch? Okay, now what do we do? Open up. Open up, damn it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Ever. I swear that door was opening there for a second. And then it was closing. What's going on here? Yeah, let's punch at it. That's kind of a funny thought. Like in Star Wars, you just start punching things. Imagine being so desperate that you just start punching things. I mean, hey, if you gotta. You have no choice. I seriously don't know what the hell this is, though. I think you gotta hold it down here. Interesting mechanic, but, you know. Ah, crap. Come on. Pull it down. Yeah. Oh, crap. I'm gonna get crushed. Goddamn womp rat. Come on, you son of a bitch. Gotta hold down shift so I walk. His running animation is just way too fast. Well, running speed, really. I can't see his animations. I assume he does have a third-person model, maybe for multiplayer or something. Oh crap, you gotta do it all the way for the ending. The exit. Man. Well, that's annoying. Well, at least now I got out of here. And now I know. I know I shouldn't save in the middle of combat, but I'm not going back in there again. I'm not going through that dreaded door mechanic again. You must be out your damn mind, bro. I think I'm gonna go back there. Weapon supercharged. Cool. Is that another dark trooper? Nope, these are just regular guys who just happen to be dressed in black. Presumably. I think. How about you just die immediately? How about that? Surrender your soul to the great coil. What do you say to that, asshole? Eh. There you go, shrimp. Shrump. You shrimpy chump. Uh-oh. That is not a good sign, is it? Get me out of here. Get me out of here quickly. This place is gonna blow. I don't want to be on it when it does. I made it. Let's go to the next mission, baby. I wonder if it'll be new territory from here.
This contemptible excuse for an officer will no longer divulge any more information to that rebel, Kyle Katarn.
Katarn will not be as easy to deal with. He is very resourceful. More resourceful, it seems, than even your dark troopers.
I understand the threat, Lord Vader. Katarn was once an impressive Imperial officer, but he was weak and gave up on the struggle for our new order. I wouldn't put much faith in his abilities. Katarn will never come near this ship. My new hire will see to that.
Are you sure about that? Boba Fett. Well, this just got exciting. Bad news, Kyle, our spy, Crix Madden, has been captured. He's being held at the Imperial Detention Center on Oranakra and awaiting execution. He has been valuable in supplying us with information on the Dark Troopers, and I think we owe it to him to make a rescue effort. The Imperial Detention Facility is well secured, hard to get in, even harder to stay alive. I think I remember this. There's a switch-controlled shuttle carrier to the facility that will bring you to the main doors. Inside the complex, 2 main elevators access the lower prison blocks. One goes to the low security levels and down to the command center. The other leads back up to the high security blocks where Crix Madden is being held in the end block. Each cell is locked by its own code card carried by an Imperial officer, so first you'll have to find the right card to Madden's cell. Since the high security blocks are controlled from inside the block, once the guards are alerted, it will be impossible to penetrate. I suggest you find an optional entrance into the high security block. You'll really be outnumbered here, so rely on stealth rather than firepower. Find Crix Madden. That's gonna be hard to do. I don't particularly think this engine favors stealth, considering I literally just got face to face with a stormtrooper.
You there, stop.
Yeah, good luck doing that stealthily. Good luck doing that stealthily.
You're not on.
You really think I can do this stealthily? They see you the second you turn a corner. This engine is not made for stealth. It's probably just some text blurb and you're just supposed to keep shooting as always. It probably just determines where you're supposed to go. I guess if you avoid the rooms with too many of them in there. Probably because this is just them guarding the outer perimeter. Unlike the ones inside, this is pretty sparse security. Right. Okay then. Let's do this thing. Be careful, General. Wonder if Boba Fett is actually in this level. That'd be crazy. Wait, where are you shooting from? I don't even know who or what is shooting at me. Damn robot. Oh boy. Better watch out. Losing a lot of health here. Oh boy. Better watch out. Jeez, losing shielding fast. Luckily I can get them back just as quickly. It's only on medium difficulty. Ah, crap. That was not well advised. Frick. Is you for real, bro? Is you for real, bro? Doing it from that angle just makes it more difficult. More irritating.
Stop.
How about new? Well, so far so good. Losing a lot of precious shielding, but whatever. Doesn't seem like that can be avoided at this point. Well, as much as I'm losing shielding, they're far worse at losing their men. How many of their men have I gunned down so far? It's funny how they just... how stormtroopers are pretty much fodder. Why even put resources into them, at least all that much? It just seems like a waste to me. Then again, I guess you don't really need them to be extremely skillful. Just a Zerg rush. Oh, I see. How do I get up there? Probably the switch that was actually on the elevator. Yeah, that makes more sense. Also, how dare you? Cheap shot me. Where I couldn't see you. You are an asshole, good sir. Now let's see, she said something about alternate routes. I get the feeling those aren't going to be so easy to find. Have I even been going through alternate routes? Or have I just been going in guns blazing? Because that's what it feels like I'm doing.
You there.
Oh boy. Holy shit, what'd you happen? Where'd it blow up? I freaking blew up, man. Look at this. Boom. Those explosives. They're landmines, I think. What the shit? Well, that's annoying. It wasn't the enemies I had to worry about, it's the freaking landmines. Somehow they can go unperturbed. If I was more clever, I'd think maybe there's something in their suits that tells the detonators to not go off. But sadly, I can't utilize that information. Or even that hunch. Oh jeez. Come this way. Hey, you suck. Oh, jeez. Heh. Hoisted by their own petard. They may not detonate them themselves, but I can still use it against them. Okay, that was barely a loss. Oh boy. Just gotta back off really quickly. And they're pretty much worthless. Laugh it up there, fuzzball. Shit. That wasn't too much of a loss, but it was still a loss. And I hate any losses. Oh, nice. It unearthed a secret. Cool. Your own landmine betrayed you. What the? Was that little robot firing at them? No time for questions because I'm out of time. So, that's gonna have to be it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like odd crevices. And I will see you next time. That's not a secret. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one. How you doing? And have a nice and pleasant day. They probably already have the place on lockdown. Oh well. At least I'm finding secrets. Which is good because I could really have used the boost. See you later. Oh yeah, it's one level at a time. Bye now. If you like what you saw, you can find more of that in these videos right here. If you're a real junkie for video games like I am, then subscribe and hit that bell icon if you haven't already to get your next fix, and a like and a comment are always appreciated too.